Hey guys, you're watching Volgor's videos. Here I got a review. This is batch 19. This beer has been in the buzz a little bit. Well, I guess a friend of mine bought it for our burn day deal because the last day of burn day, the last day we possibly get to burn all of our burn piles of brush and whatnot. You can still have campfires, but you know it's gotta be small little fires that can't go higher than how tall you are. Unlike, well, burn fires, what we just had was probably at least 20 feet around. You know, yeah, I could park a truck in this pile, and it was huge. Anyways, I got a video, might upload it. Anyways, my friend bought this, and I'm like, coors, and like it's this story. So down in the bottom of the basement, after there's a flood or some disaster or whatever, they found a scroll with the secret formula for the best beer. And here it is, batch 19. And this on the scroll was from pre-prohibition style lager. Yeah. Anyways, it's not a twist off, which is a little annoying. I'll get my bottle opener. And yeah, it's true, it's actually pretty good. It's actually tastes almost nothing like a Coors. There's like a hint of, it's not like dark or, you know, extreme any which way, but you definitely taste it's a little, I don't want to say pale, but a little leaning towards that direction. So if I said it's not extreme of dark or pale, but it is a little pale, I guess, because, you know, because I think it tastes a little like Magic Hat, not quite pale ale, Magic Hat number 9, and I think I like that a little more, but this is like, wow, Coors came a long way with this. Doesn't taste, I don't really taste any corn, or I don't really taste anything really foul or gross. Unlike, you also bought Miller, which I don't really have anything against Miller. It's a good pound beer, it's cheap. I've never had Miller Lite, which is probably really gross. Miller kind of tastes like an easier to stomach OE, in my opinion. I mean, or Colt 45. You got Miller, which is like the easiest of that flavor, and then you got Colt 45, which is malt liquor but not high gravity. So you go from like what, 4.5 or 5% to 5.5%, and then OE, which is I think 8. I don't know what OE is made from, but if you want to know, you look it up. I'm not gonna look it up right now. No, I'm not gonna do any looking up on this review. You guys, this is actually pretty good, pretty refreshing. Light. It's completely night and day from other crap from the big three. I mean, I can stomach a Busch depending on how thirsty or how lack thereof, you know, how bad I want to get a buzz or how bad I want to just pound a beer. I can handle maybe one, or yeah, maybe one before I'm like, ugh, no more of this. Budweiser, I can't. I thought it wasn't that bad at first, but then I had more, and then I threw up on one, and I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not gonna touch it. No more Bud. Never had Bud Light. Between Miller and Coors, I think Coors is a little easier to drink, but I don't know. I've only had Coors, like plain Coors, once, and it was all right. I think it was better than Budweiser or Busch. And then you got compared to Miller, which I think Coors is a little better than Miller between the two. But that's like, I don't know. It's a little neck and neck. One, you got Coors, which is like there's not as much flavor, but it's also not as offensive. And then you got Miller's a little more offensive, but it's got a little more flavor. Which, what is flavor? Corn, you know. And then you got this, which is like a complete difference. When I was hearing about this, oh, it's this new beer that Coors made. It's like it's the archives of blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, you mean like Budweiser Select or Bud Light Platinum, or, you know, all these other beers are like, ooh, it's the pristine version. It's like, it's better. It's a light beer, only high alcohol content. No, this is I think 5.5%, which is fine. That's actually the same as Bud Light Platinum, I think. If not, Bud Light Platinum is 6%. Not a big difference, but a big difference in taste. Bud Light Platinum, it's okay to like chug at first, but then you get it's so thin and light, and then you get an aftertaste. This, just get a good flavor. There's a slight bit of aftertaste, not really an aftertaste, but yeah, a slight aftertaste of, I don't know what to describe it, but almost like when you drink diet something, you get a little thing of like that little aspartame flavor. There's a little bit of something like that. I don't know what it is because I'm not really an expert on this type of thing, but I know the overall it's good, and that what you taste in the aftertaste is barely a hint. It's like we just try to analyze everything, nitpick. So yeah, if I'm gonna review this, give it a rating, I'm gonna say a 9 out of 10. It's pretty dang good. I just wish it came in bigger bottles. It'd be really awesome if this came in 32s. Then I would never buy a Miller again. Well, I wouldn't say never, but I'd rarely get a Miller again. I'd just, reach for this and 32 ounce, that's good enough for me. Sometimes I can't even finish a 32 ounce. Or by the time I get to finish it, it's getting kind of warm and bleh. But yeah, that's my point. I'm sticking to it. Pretty good. Check it out. If you want to buy some, I want you to hit record, and I want to see your review of Batch 19. It is kind of funny that they don't even mention anywhere on this. It's inspired by an authentic recipe with Strisel salt and Herschel-Brucker hops. Okay, it says Coors Brewery Archives, but in smaller letters, right there it says Coors, but big letters is Batch 19. Anyways, enough rambling from me. It's good. Get some.